The Welsh Show is proudly sponsored by Waterstone Homes. Built for life.
I'm Lisa Rogers.
And I'm Paul Child.
And this is The Welsh Show.
On tonight's show,
Sophie Evans is chatting to us on the sofa.
Elvis is alive, at least in Torfaen he is.
We've got a chat with Miss Universe Great Britain.
And we've got music from the Dirty Youth.
Hello and welcome to The Welsh Show.
How is your sledging injury?
Thank you for asking. Do you know what? Still there.
Really?
Yeah, because it was my lower back, because I'm quite light. I was on one of those body boards.
Yes.
And they built jumps in the field.
Yes.
So as I went over the jump, my legs flipped up like that and kind of cricked my back. And when it actually happened, I thought, oh, that's better.
And have we learned anything?
Cheaper than an osteopath, that. But now it's not so good.
So, are we going to be acting our age from now on?
No, probably not.
Right.
No. Well, talk about acting our age. Delighted that in the studio with us is Sophie Evans. Sophie, welcome to The Welsh Show.
Thank you very much.
Now, of course, last time I saw you, we were walking down a catwalk. I was doing catwalk modelling.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's because I'm so young and tall.
Absolutely.
It was fun. It was fun. I think everyone was a bit out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
I was certainly just swinging a handbag down the catwalk was something I'd probably do again, though.
Yeah, we should say it was for charity. It was for the Prince's Trust.
Yeah. Good cause.
Yeah. So what have you been up to? Because you seem to be so busy at the moment, Soph.
Yeah, so I finished The Wizard of Oz in September and things kind of went a bit crazy. I thought I was going to have some time to kind of take a seat back, you know, just see what's out there for me to do. And I ended up getting a film, which was like, what? How? What? I don't understand. So I did that. I've done...
Tell us about the film, because that's exciting stuff.
Yeah,
I have to say you've done a film.
Yeah, it's always funny because I'm not sure what I can say and what I can't say, but it was absolutely amazing to do.
Any big names in it anybody else would know?
Yeah, quite big. Simon Pegg in it, Nick
he's
Frost.
lovely, isn't he, Simon Pegg?
They are the funniest duo ever. All they want to do is have fun. Then Martin Freeman's in it, who obviously at the minute is in...
Of course, he's huge, yeah.
In The Hobbit, so he's huge at the moment.
I worked with Martin Freeman many years ago in another life when I did the TV version of Lock, Stock. He was in that.
Yes.
Is he still as lovely as he was then?
Yeah, he's genuinely interested in you, which I found amazing, because all I wanted to know was, what was The Hobbit like? But he asks me, what have you done? And I'm like, why do you care? Tell me about The Hobbit.
Yeah, genuinely one of the nicest blokes I've ever met.
He was my favourite in The Office.
Oh,
yeah,
just brilliant.
He was absolutely brilliant in that.
He's really funny. And then the lead lady is, do you know Rosamund Pike?
Yes,
stunning. Pike. She was a Bond girl, so I was just like, she's amazing. She was so nice, and it's me and two other girls, other young girls in it. So she kind of took us under her wing and just said, you know, whatever you're not comfortable doing, don't do it. So just enjoy yourself. And I was like, okay.
What an amazing experience.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And so where'd you go after that? Because that's huge.
I'd love to do more films and telly and things. I love that, but singing is my main passion. So that's why next month I'm doing a tour. So it's kind of my first tour on my own, test the water. I'm doing the Torquay, Cardiff, London, Nottingham and Birmingham. So branching up north is a bit nerve-wracking because I'm not sure how they're going to take me up there, but hopefully they'll enjoy me as much as the Welsh kindly do.
So you're starting absolutely on home ground in a parking day at Torquay, and that's actually this Thursday.
Yeah, it is this Thursday, the 7th of February. The first show is actually sold out, so we've got another day, the 8th of February, and there's still some tickets left.
Fantastic.
So come along to the parking day.
So how do you get hold of the tickets?
You ring box office at the parking day, so that's quite easy. They should just...
or Googling you, I suppose.
Google
the website and all that stuff.
Yeah, Sophie Evans Official.
Sophie Evans Official.
I caught the end of the Christmas show you did for the BBC, which looked brilliant. Did you have fun doing that?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was such a great experience working with BBC National Orchestra of Wales, which to have as a band behind you an 80-odd piece orchestra is just unbelievable. And I got to go back to my old school and interview the kids, which was funny because you ask questions that adults would obviously know the obvious answer to, but they are so adamant that they know us. The Father Christmas, you know, he flies through the sky and it's so endearing. That was really fun.
But you're still, I sound like an old grandma, you're still quite young, aren't you, Soph?
Yes.
You know, you're not 22 yet, is that right?
I'm 20 next week, so I'm 19, yeah.
Oh.
I'm no longer a teenager though, I can't deal with it.
But you just passed your driving test.
I did, yeah, a few weeks ago, and obviously we've had a lot of snow recently. So to pass my test and it starts snowing, I'm like, that's not stopping me, I'm going to go out. And everyone's like, whoa, you can't go out in the snow. I'm like, I'm fine. So I had my first experience driving in the snow.
Brilliant.
Oh, good for you. It is quite scary.
Yeah.
That's even when you've been driving for 20 years, it's still quite scary, isn't it?
Yeah,
well, speaking of snow, actually, if you're lucky enough to live in Torfaen or Cumbraen, Pontypool, just like you might have been lucky enough to see Elvis himself driving a snowplow.
Have you seen this in the depot? It's
In the
hilarious.
depot.
It's hilarious. Have a look.
Have a look.
As the snow flies on a cold and grey Torfaen morn, critters leave with the toot of their horn in the depot. The depot. And the people sigh, 'cause if there's one thing that they don't need, it's another cold night with the roads that freeze in the depot. Depot. People, don't you understand? We can't get every inch of land. We'll have to keep the main roads clear every day. Keep an eye on the BBC. It's just too cold to breathe. Rush to buy your bread and milk. The shelves will fill each day. When the weather turns.
And I'm delighted that Elvis has left the depot but has joined us here on the Welsh Show. Elvis, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Well, of course, aka Darren Jones. I've got to say, you make a very good Elvis. You're very convincing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And now, seriously, are you surprised how popular that In the Depot video's become?
It's amazing. I mean, we did it as a little sort of public awareness video for about 3,000, hoping to get to about 3,000 people. And in 3 days, we've had 260,000 people. It's just crazy. It's amazing.
I mean, are you aware of those kind of viral hit things? Because that's what it's become. It's like a massive viral sensation.
Yes, it's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I never dreamt it'd ever happen. Like I say, it was just a bit of fun and it's turned into something massive.
I mean, it really has exploded. I've had my neighbour on the phone telling me about the video. Whose idea was it?
The communications team at Torfaen Council called me on Wednesday afternoon and said, look, we've got this idea that we want to record a song. It's using an Elvis track in the ghetto, and we're going to call it In the Depot. Would you be willing to do it for us? And I said, yeah, I'd love to. Just give something back to the community that I've grown up in all my life. And obviously went and recorded it. Took us 45 minutes. That's from actually reading the lyrics straight off to getting the song recorded. We met then again on Friday, did an hour's filming on Friday, and within an hour and 45 minutes we put the whole thing together, and it's just, like I say, it's crazy.
And am I right in thinking you're the best Welsh Elvis? How does that come about?
Every year at the High Tide in Porthcawl, they hold a competition for the best Welsh Elvis, so you sort of apply through the owners of the High Tide and they'll put you into the competition. Every year you maybe get 10 to 15 other ETAs from across Wales. We'll all compete in a sort of 10-15 minute slot to become crowned the best Welsh Elvis. It's judged on your moves and your voice and everything.
Do you have to do, you know, like in beauty pageants, they have the kind of evening wear and swimwear. With Elvis, do you have the kind of early days and then the Vegas days, or...?
I mean, in some competitions, yes, that's how they would do it, but in this particular competition, you can choose which era of Elvis that you'd like to do and which thong you would like to wear.
And I have to say, I'm having shirt envy here. Where do you get your clothes from? Because that's brilliant.
Well, this particular one is supplied by a company called B&K Enterprises in America, who were actually the suppliers of Elvis himself, and they're the best around, the best you'll buy.
That's gorgeous. I'm going to have to get one of those myself. And is it right that they do the same thing in Benidorm?
In Benidorm, it's not so much a competition. They've sort of a spin-off of the Porthcawl Elvis Festival has been taken across the water to Benidorm, and it's a fabulous weekend it is. I mean, I'd recommend it to anyone.
But you don't need to go as far as Benidorm. You can come right here to Porthcawl and have an Elvis Festival.
Porthcawl is the UK home of Elvis.
How many people do they get at the Elvis Festival in Porthcawl?
I've heard so many different figures. I've heard anything from 30,000 to 60,000. I'd love to actually know the amount of people that come here. Probably 60,000 over the duration of the weekend, I would have thought.
That's a lot of people.
Oh, a hell of a lot of people.
Well, what is Elvis's appeal? Because obviously he was a massive global superstar, but his appeal doesn't seem to be waning at all.
I think it's because there's so many sort of parents put it onto their children, and then they put it onto their children, and it'll keep going. And Elvis had this aura about him that, you know, people just looked up to him, idolised him. I mean, myself, from the age of 13, 14, I watched Elvis movies and thought I was Elvis, and that's how I wanted to live my life, was how Elvis's characters did in his movies.
And he was a good-looking fella, there's no doubt about that. What do your kids think of what you do?
My son and my stepson, they're both mortified by it. Absolutely mortified by it. They're like, oh no, not again. And obviously with this hitting YouTube, I've had phone calls that they're both not very impressed.
But is it not, even though, like, you know, their dad's getting famous for in the depot, that's not helping at all?
It might be. I think that my son's warming up to it. My stepson, he's still not unsure. He's a bit older though, Jack. He's 20, and my Jack, he's only 10.
Fair enough. So when you're 10, it's not quite as bad as when you're 20, probably, because you're trying to be extra cool, aren't you?
That's right, yeah. He thinks his dad's a celebrity, the younger one now, so...
And so you are.
Yeah.
Well, look, if anybody hasn't caught In the Depot, where have you been? But I would suggest seriously having a look at it, because it's very, very funny, isn't it?
Thank you very much,
It's really, really good. And thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
He's brilliant. He's really good.
I just wonder what ETA. I was thinking, what does he mean ETA? And it's Elvis Tribute Act.
Elvis.
It's an acronym.
Yes.
There we
Elvis
go.
Tribute ETA. He said it a couple of times.
Do you like? Are you an Elvis fan? Do you like Elvis music?
All Elvis songs, obviously classics, but that looks interesting. I think I'd like to go to that maybe.
Yeah, going to. I think because I've never been to the Porthcawl Elvis Festival.
Well, the festival itself, the launch show is on the 28th of February at the High Tide in Porthcawl, and then the festival itself is it's the last weekend in September, and there's literally hundreds of Elvis impersonators or ETAs wandering the streets of Porthcawl all weekend. It's great. You should come down and have a look.
And 30,000 people down here. That's
Wow, that's impressive.
So you've sold out various venues in Wales over your.
Yeah.
I'm going to say over your singing career. You're only 19, but you're doing a kind of an intimate show, aren't you?
Yeah, it's just me and a piano and a guy called John Quirk is the pianist, who's wonderful. And we're doing one at the Norwegian Church in Cardiff, which I've heard is an amazing venue. So I'm going to go down before the day, obviously. Yeah. So if anyone's in Cardiff and would like to, it's a nice intimate evening, very chilled. The music's very easy listening, so. It's a good night.
The 28th of February?
Yes, 28th of February.
Oh, I fancy that. I love the Norwegian Church.
Yes.
Of course, where Roald Dahl was christened.
Yeah.
History
Wow.
there,
Yeah, big Roald Dahl fan.
I like the whole area of Cardiff Bay. I spend a lot of time down there.
It's beautiful,
the restaurants
isn't it?
and everything.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite spots, especially when the sun's out.
Perhaps we should have a little Welsh show outing.
I think we probably should. I've got a boat, you know.
You've got a boat?
Yeah.
Impressed.
He's so flash, isn't he? So flash. Sophie, thank you so much for joining us. It's been lovely to see you. I hope I see you again soon before we're on the catwalk. I don't know if they'll let me back on. They might say I'm past it. But best of luck with your tour.
Thank you very much.
Sophie.
Thank you for having me, guys.
We'll be back after the break with
Dirty Youth.
Dirty Youth.
And Miss Universe Wales.
Really?
Hands to yourself.
The Welsh Show is proudly sponsored by Waterstone Homes, built for life.
The Welsh Show would like to hear from you. It's your show, so why not get in touch and tell us what you think? And let us know what you'd like to see on the show in the future. You can contact us via email on info@thewelshshow.tv, and for regular updates on guests and show dates, follow us on Twitter @The Welsh Show and find us on Facebook or visit thewelshshow.tv.
Darren Goff.
The English cricketer.
Shwmai? Shwmai, Darren.
You do know this is for Collier's powerful Welsh cheddar?
Dim problem. Are you familiar with Collier's? Familiar? Oh, I love Collier's. It hits me for 6. It's the powerful taste of Wales. Collier's, a powerful taste of Wales.
This St David's Day, join Paul Child and the Welsh Television Orchestra at the Princess Royal Theatre in Port Talbot. Joining Paul will be comedian Phil Evans, plus a host of special guests. The Paul Child St David's Day Concert, Friday, March the 1st at the Princess Royal Theatre, Port Talbot. Tickets from just £12.50. Call now or visit www.paulchild.com.